Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of Chris's beer reviews. What have I got today? Well, I picked up a Lake of Bays Brewing Company Rousse Red Ale. Um, as you can tell, we got an empty box here, but there's so many things written all over this box that, bear with me, it's worth reading because it's actually pretty funny. If I can remember it was funny. Anyways, look, check this out. You open it up, and I'll show you exactly how we're going to open it up. It's one of those beers that open up like this. See what I'm talking about? They got a label here, you open it here, and you got another label here. So on the first label it says, may we suggest you pair your Rousse with a goose and some chocolate mousse. So there we go. Now we know that it's pronounced Rousse. A darker shade of pale, prepare thy taste buds. Open it up, gives you a map to get to the brewery, which is pretty cool. Not too many companies do that. And then on the flap here, it even says something. So what's a Rousse, you ask? Well, unfortunately, you're looking at the wrong end of the package. It's confusing, we know. You see an intriguing new beer on the shelf. You pick it up, then you spend 15 minutes trying to figure out what the heck it is. But fear not. We can assure you with great confidence that the beer description on this case is located on the side panel to your left. Look there, and all your questions shall be answered. This panel, meanwhile, is reserved for sunny proclamations on the goodness of all things crafty and beery, except there isn't any room for that now. See what you've done? Now you'll just have to trust us that we make craft beer and it's all natural and without artificial flavors. Okay. Side of the box. Okay. See? Started at one end, going to the other. Lake of Bays Rousse is a dark, full-bodied red beer with a little bit of La Belle Province thrown in for good measure. In response to customer requests for a darker beer than our popular pale ale, our second brew is an homage that fine Quebec beer, the Rousse. Our version of this Quebec classic contains the full body and smooth mouthfeel of our first beer, with the addition of dark crystal and roasted malts and earthy, spicy hops for a well-rounded and complex flavor. A staff favorite here at the brewery, given that many of us spend our formative beer drinking years in French Canada. À votre sang. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that. A lot of people think that all Canadians can speak French. Believe me, I've heard it. That is bullshit. Alright. Another thing that's cool is you can even, we've got a little advanced thing here that I don't see on most six-packs. You can scan with your cell phone. Alright, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to get to the beer. Lake of Bays. Woo! Alright. Now, the other beer that it mentioned, I did review. I don't particularly remember it being great. This is the sixth one I'm trying out of the six-pack, like usual. Lake of Bays, beer cap. I'm going to be using a teeny tiny Pilsner glass. It usually only squeezes a 330 milliliter bottle into it. And I got a 341 milliliter bottle at 5% ABV. So let's see how we do here. Twist off. Smoke that cannot be caught by the eye of the camera. Freshly rinsed glass. I'm going to try to pour this with very little head, considering we have a very small glass. One thing I really like about this beer is, believe it or not, the color. It's got one of those colors that you don't normally pick up in beers. Ooh, 341 milliliter makes it. When I have a 330 milliliter bottle, I can do it with head. Alright, so check out that freaking insane color. It is as brown as it looks on the camera. One thing from my perspective that makes this a little bit different from the camera is that I get a light shade of brown throughout the center, which you do not pick up on on camera. Whoa, starting to spill here. It smelled like, you know, the one thing I didn't like about this beer is I'm not a big fan of beers that are brewed out of Muskoka. Just, I don't know, it's something about the water there. It doesn't taste very good when they use it in their beer. I know they're trying to claim, you know, this is a sensational northern taste, but if someone was going to say, hey, can I try a Canadian beer, you know, what do you recommend? This wouldn't necessarily be it. I'm sorry, Lake of Bays. However, the faults of this beer that I've mentioned, I'm very on the fence with it. The first time I tried it, I was like, you know what? This tastes more like lake water than any beer I've ever had in my life. That was my first impression. I drank it out of a bottle because I was at a poker game. Now I'm drinking it out of a glass. I'll let you know what I pick up. All right. It has a very, imagine an English ale mixed with a dark lager. That's the body. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so the fact that I'm even reviewing this beer, I shouldn't be, but I had it so many times before I got sick that I should be able to remember what it tastes like. I think my favorite part about this beer is that it has a roasted taste to it, mixed amongst, you know, the body of a sorry, I can't even wrap my head around this. I like the roasted taste mixed with the body, which the body really does taste and feel like a dark lager, even though it tastes a hell of a lot like an English ale, like I mentioned. Yeah. One thing I remember about drinking this beer is that from the top to the bottom, you're constantly getting that roasted taste. It's like an Extreme 3, okay? That was a movie. Or the movie was called The Three Extremes. I apologize. Main three things I pick up from this beer is the ale taste, dark lager, body feeling, and the roasted taste. And you know what? I'll add to it right now. I know I said three things, but it also tastes nutty, even though I don't think that there's any nuts in it. The box talks about spiced ingredients. I don't really pick up on the spiced ingredients. Like the spiced ingredients, I guess, you know what, I don't think I picked up on this before, but the spiced ingredients kind of dance on your tongue a little bit, like around the middle to the front of your palate. And believe it or not, it actually has kind of a bitter aftertaste to it. I'm going to give it a 2.7 out of 5. It's not your average beer. It's not below average. There's a lot of things in this beer that a lot of people would like out there, depending on who likes what. So that's where it's scoring its points there. It's a very well-rounded beer, and it doesn't taste like shit. The first time I drank it, I really didn't like it. That was out of that when I was drinking it out of the bottle. It tastes a hell of a lot better when you drink it out of a glass. Hell of a lot better. Excuse me. And when I say I'm sick, people are saying, why the hell are you drinking beer? Well, I'm at that fine stage where my glands are a little bit swollen. Maybe tomorrow I won't be able to breathe and I'll probably be coughing. But today, you know, I'm just getting that like tickle in the back of my throat, so I might as well enjoy myself. It's my last day off. And I don't get to call in sick for work. So there you have it, everybody. Same taste all the way through. 2.7 out of 5. Thanks for putting up with all my reading at the beginning there. Can't blame me. That's the kind of stuff that people want to know about, because they may or may not ever buy a 6-pack of it, and they'll never ever get to read it. All right, people, don't drink and drive, but drink responsibly. Thanks for joining me again. Cheers.